Hi, Aries. This will be mid-month February reading, and well, just till the end of February, and then I'll try to do all 12 signs again in a couple of weeks. Um, and I got a new deck because I don't know, well, most of you know that I just read completely intuitively, but then I've been thinking lately, I would like to know the meanings of the cards, like going by the book, but I don't want to, I want to keep my intuition separate from the meanings of the cards. And most of the time they coincide anyway, but I'd rather just keep it separate. So I'm going to keep doing it this way where I shuffle the cards. I do this whole ritual thing and burn incense and everything. And then I pull the cards by feeling it, just flip through them and then I'll feel it and then I'll take that card. Okay, so I got this Learning Tarot Cards deck. This is brand new. So we're going to go I'm going to do it like normal from now on. I'm going to go by my intuition first, write that down, and then I'll pull you one of these cards that matches, right? And then we'll go over, because it has a lot of information at the bottom of the card here, okay? But we'll go with my intuition first, and then we'll do that, all right? And hopefully we can learn together for those of you that don't know the meanings of the cards. I've just always done better with my own intuition. But anyway, the first card I got for you from the Rider-Waite deck was the Three of Wands. And I wrote feeling lonely. That is the first feeling I got, was just like feeling lonely when I look at this card. And every time it's different. I think I've had this card maybe twice so far in the readings, and I only have 4 to go. So, and it's a whole different feeling every time. So it's unlike the meanings of the cards, which would be like the same every time, right? It's just the same meanings over and over and over and over. But when you use your intuition, you get a whole, and it's deep feelings. Like I feel it deeply, okay? So I want to just keep doing it this way. But anyway, I got the feeling you're standing there wondering if your ship will ever come in, right? You're standing there watching these other ships go by. And I feel like you have seen a few other people in your life do really well for themselves. But you still feel like you're kind of at the bottom, striving to get there yourself, and you're a little tattered, a little worn for the wear, right? Like you've come a long way to get to this shore. You've had a lot of experiences in your life, a lot of battles, a lot of trials and tribulations to overcome. And you still feel like you want to experience more out of life. You want more out of life. You want more playtime instead of like working all the time. It's kind of the feeling. You might be wanting to experience traveling or going abroad even. You just want to experience more of what life has to offer. That's the feeling I got. So now we'll read this card, and you see they go hand in hand. It's the same card, Three of Wands. Okay. So up here it says foresight. Foresight. And it has the Aries symbol there too, so that's cool. So you just came into your own reading there, right? Travel, moving abroad. Oh, I just said that. Travel, moving abroad, foreign land, foresight, forward planning, moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, freedom, success, happy with your choices and outcome, hard work paying off, and experiencing life. So that's pretty much what I just said. So they do go hand in hand. All right. So that's good. What else? Is there anything else? If you had a yes or no question in your mind about something, the answer might be yes, because it says yes. Okay. And then we'll read these symbols later. We'll dive deeper later on. But I start orientation tomorrow, new job, new place to live. So things are just pretty hectic still right now. Okay, so the next card I pulled was the Queen of Cups. I've also had this twice before, so it's really kind of weird. Out of all these cards, and I shuffle them really good every time, and I split the deck in threes, so it's just really kind of weird that we're all like vibey on the same level, I think. And here I see you're contemplating again. You could be contemplating travel or just experiences that you haven't had yet. And also I thought it was interesting that he's at the shoreline looking over the sea, watching the boats go by, or the ships go by, and you're also at the shoreline right here. And you could be watching ships go by too. So both cards, that's just crazy, isn't it? How it just goes together. So yeah, both times you're at a shoreline. So maybe, I don't know, you might be thinking about going to the ocean or where there's a shore, like a lake or something like that. And I think it would be really good for you. Okay, so, and I see that you're stable because you're sitting rock solid on this throne. So you're stable. You're just wanting more out of life. And I feel like you're wanting way more out of life, not just a little bit more. You may have a certain place in mind or a certain person that you want to visit. But you have your crown on. You're looking good. Everything is good. So, but you are seriously thinking about something that you're wanting to do or someone you're wanting to see. And it could have to do with children or grandchildren, because these kids here. So it could have to do with that, where you're just wanting to go visit your family. But yeah, I think that's good. And then I pulled a Harmony Angels card. I've had this deck for a long time, but I haven't, got it out and played with it for a while. So, and it's been really good so far. And I really like it. It's been really good with all the different readings, so it's really good. So I pulled, and then you got three people here. It's Rockmiel, Hariel, and Tubiel. Rockmiel is an angel of compassion. Can you see the card? Hariel is the angel of tame creatures, arts, and sciences. Tubiel is the angel of birds, the card of caring, nature, and nurture. Okay, I'm going to read this to you from the book. This is the card of the carer, whose love and compassion bring light and warmth to the lives of those people or animals unable to look after themselves. Perhaps this is something you do for others on a voluntary basis, or perhaps it is your profession. Either way, it brings you fulfillment in life. Rockmiel, angel of compassion and selfless love, seeks to help and protect you in your endeavors, particularly if you are caring for the sick, children, or the elderly. Other angelic supports come from Hariel, who will aid you as patron angel of animals, and Tubulel, who can be invoked in connection with birds. Hariel is also involved with art and science, including healing. He brings you inspiration in dealing with sensitive environmental issues, particularly those threatening wildlife. Some animals and birds have ancient souls and will come into your life for a limited time when you are troubled, enriching it, supporting you, and giving you love. If this gift is given to you, accept their loving assistance with gratitude for the time and they are with you. And when they feel impelled to move on to another needy person, ask Hariel to help send them away for the highest good of all. And you know what? This reminds me of my first golden retriever. So she belonged to a neighbor, but she would come over and walk my daughter to school, and then she would wait for her and walk her home from school. This dog just run wild in the neighborhood all the time, but it would go home to eat and get a drink, but they never let the dog inside. Well, this went on, I guess, for a while before I even realized it. And then one day she introduced me to the dog, and her name was Brittany, and she was the best dog I have ever had. I mean, the best. Smart, protective, beautiful. I can't say enough good things. And she even saved my youngest daughter's life as we were taking a walk. And I had her, my daughter was, one of my daughters was walking her on a leash, and my youngest daughter was on a bicycle. And we are all just walking together down a sidewalk. And all of a sudden, it was getting like dusk out. And all of a sudden, this dog that I'd never seen in the neighborhood before came rushing at us. And this dog was going right for my youngest daughter. And it's probably because she was on the bicycle, and a lot of dogs don't like wheels or tires or anything like that. And I don't know, but it looked very aggressive, and it was cunning. I mean, running towards her 100 miles an hour. And Brittany, my golden, yanked the leash out of my other daughter's hand and ran, and I mean, she attacked that dog and chased that dog off before she could get to my youngest daughter. Otherwise, I mean, she was just on a little bicycle. She was probably, I don't know, maybe 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old. So the bicycle was just a tiny thing, wasn't very big. And that dog running across the field there would have just got her right at the throat, probably, So it's just a good thing that we had that dog. And it reminds me of this because we started letting her in, and she started going places with us, and the neighbors came over and gave her to us. They said, well, once in a while we would like to walk her on a leash, and but she always pulls to come to your house, and she comes right up to the front door every time. So she says, I think she's picked you for her family. And I was thrilled. I mean, we were all just thrilled to have her. And she was just the best dog ever. I mean, the best. But anyway, this is what it reminds me, because it says down here, if the gift is given to you, accept their loving assistance with gratitude for the time that they are with you. And when they feel impelled to move on to another needy person, which we were the needy people, ask Hariel to help send them away for the highest good of all. And that's exactly what our neighbors did. They sent her away with love, knowing that we would really take good care of her, and she'd be inside during the winter and summer. Like she'd be, she loved to be inside, and she loved to have attention. And I mean, she was a big, huge part of the family. And this just really reminds me of that. So thank you for that. So if it wasn't for me doing the reading for you, I went down memory lane just now. So I hope you kind of enjoyed the story too. But anyway, you're sitting here in this egg, right? Or there's this little kid, a little kid in this egg. So it makes me think that it's an idea of a place where you want to go. It's an idea right now. It's just in the first stages, right? It's in the egg. So you might just be thinking about it, fantasizing about it, dreaming about it. Like, you know, what would it be like if I went there and saw these people? Or what would it be like if I visited Greece or wherever, you know? I think it's just in the infantile stage right now. You're just thinking about it. But you know what? If I was you, I would go for it. You know, do what you got to do. If it's like a vacation or something, or now everything takes money, so save your money and, you know, put it in a coffee can or whatever and save towards this goal that you want. You know, save towards visiting these people or this country or this place that you want to go. I think it would really be good for you, and it would be worth the money, the time, and the trouble that you'll put, you know, towards it, you know. So anyway, yeah, guys, I think that's your reading, and I hope to see you on the next one. I'll probably be uploading in a couple weeks, all 12 signs again. But I'll also be, in the meantime, working on the rest of my Archangel series, okay? So that's what I'm going to do after I have 3 more signs to do, and then I'll start working on that. All right? Okay, guys, have a good one. Hope to see you next time. All right, bye-bye.